Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Erica.
And this is Gracie.
And we're here today, part of Elevated Christian, and we're going to be cooking. What are we cooking?
Today we're cooking nopales with eggs.
Yes.
And we're also going to make some hot sauce on the side.
It's going to be so yummy. So, Pastor Gracie, I know we were talking earlier about a scripture that came to mind when we were talking about cooking.
Yes.
What scripture do you have?
You know what? I'm going to read Genesis 1:29, and it says, "Then God said, I will give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, that every tree that has fruit with seed in it, they will be yours for food."
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Earth was created to feed us.
God made it in a special
Yes.
way that we have herbs to make our food taste delicious.
I know. Isn't it awesome?
And the fruits to enjoy delicious, sweet fruit. And so that, you know, because if you're going to be eating meat all the time, well, like...
No, I like my veggies.
We need to get our vitamins in
Yes.
and eat healthy and all that stuff. But I know that we had promised one of our dear friends from North Carolina that we were going to teach on how to make tamales. I mean, not tamales.
I think somebody wants tamales.
I'm hungry, and I was thinking about Delia's tamales this morning. We're going to make nopales with scrambled eggs mixed together, and it's a delicious Mexican dish that I grew up with this. You know, my mom used to make it, and she also would cook it as like you make okra and tomato. She would make it the same way, and
so good.
I love okra and tomato. So making it with nopales is just as good. Hello, Deborah McKinney and Jessica. They're already joining us. Our dear friends from North Carolina.
Love you guys.
Yay! Thank you for joining us. Now, if you're a vegetarian, you can eat.
Yes.
We're going to do another video on how to make tacos de nopales. And that's cactus petals.
Yeah.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Cactus petal tacos, and it's going to be delicious. So we'll do that next time. But today we're going to cook cactus petals with eggs.
So I wanted to show real quick. I had the nopales bag, and I don't know where I put it.
Oh, I threw it away.
Oh, you threw it away. She threw it away.
I threw it away. I didn't know she was going to use it.
Well, I was going to say, so if you guys, wherever you're at, you want to buy nopales, it's actually just, cactus leaf, as my mom had mentioned. And they kind of look like this, kind of like green beans in a way, but in the bag, they'll be like a little slimy. And then after you boil them and stuff, the slime, goes away. But
yes, what you're going to do when you buy, either you pick the cactus petal from the wild.
Yeah. The wild?
The wild, by the road or somewhere. Anywhere that you have cactus growing, it's going to be, you're going to want to cut the ones that are bright green, because those are the fresh cactus petals.
Yes,
and of course you have to remove the stickers and all that stuff. But,
oh my gosh, can you imagine like peeling it and like...
Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way, but now you can go to any grocery store that sells Mexican products, and some of them might sell nopales already pre-cut, and you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to cut the stickers out or anything like that. No. So they're ready to cook.
Ready to go.
So you're gonna boil them when the water reaches boiling point. You're gonna throw the nopales in there. I keep saying tamales.
I know you keep saying tamales. That's something completely different.
And you let it boil for about 20 minutes.
Yes.
All right. And this is the color you're gonna get.
Ooh,
can you see
nice
that?
and green.
It's a nice green.
I love it.
And
nice
what
and green.
happens? The slime from the cactus disappears.
Okay, so don't make the mistake I was making. I had bought nopales before, and I never whatever. So I was cooking them, but I didn't boil them first, and so they were coming out slimy. And I was like, why are they coming out so slimy? That's gross.
Yeah.
You're supposed to boil them. So lesson learned.
Yeah. And since we're also making tomato sauce, hot chili sauce, we're gonna make the sauce first, okay? Yeah. And then we're gonna make the nopales. So we're gonna get ready. Are y'all ready to watch this happen?
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera because we only have one, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that down there so you guys can just hold on. Okay, Mom, you are...
Okay. All right, what you want to do first is get a little bit of oil of your preference and throw some onions in there. I'm using about maybe a little over a half a cup of onions. And you're gonna saute the onions. And as they're getting, and you're gonna add also the garlic. I smashed the garlic. I grinded it up in the molcajete. And I'm having like a tablespoon of garlic. You want to add that on there and mix it in. I'm gonna lower the temperature a little bit. You mix it in. And as that's heating up, now we're gonna add the jalapenos. I have diced jalapenos. You can use any type of jalapeno that you like, or chili pepper. There's a big selection. And I'm gonna use about a tablespoon of jalapenos.
Now we did leave the seeds. We left the seeds out because we don't want it to be extremely like too hot to eat. So we clean the seeds out and we have just a chopped up jalapenos and put that in there.
Yes.
So that'll be tasty, but not like super hot to eat. So you're good.
Yeah, and we're gonna need the salt and pepper. Well, not the pepper, just salt.
Okay.
And for the seasoning, I'm just gonna add salt to it, and because I have garlic. I'm a garlic person, and I love garlic in my food. And there's something about garlic that is delicioso. Delicioso.
How?
Delicioso. Delicioso. My Italian side came out.
This is exciting, guys. Oh my gosh.
And so it's getting there, it's cooking. And I'm not gonna add the tomato until a little bit later, okay? We want this to caramelize a little bit.
So the salsa is just to what? How are we gonna eat the salsa with this? It's on the side with the eggs and the nopales?
Yes, or you can, if you want a taquito, you can put a little bit on the taco.
Okay.
Yes. So, I like hot sauce. So every time I cook something, I make hot sauce. I make it homemade. Sometimes I buy it at the store, but I prefer to make it from scratch. And this is the way I make it. You saute the onions, saute the garlic, saute the jalapeno in it, and as it's getting caramelized, then I add the tomato. I don't want to add the tomato just yet, because then the juice and everything will take away from the sauteing.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You know, and it's gonna get watery.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that just yet. We want the jalapeno to get a little, like I said, caramelized. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna be doing that.
And I think this is good.
Yeah, I think that's good too. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me push that down just a little bit.
So
Okay.
I would tilt it. You see how it is? It's cooked. You can cook it longer if you want it more browned, but this is good for me. So then I'm gonna add some tomato to it. Not too much, about 2 tablespoons of diced tomato. Now, if you're gonna do this, let me add some salt. Add salt according to your preference, to your, depending how salty you like it. You know, some people have stronger taste for salt, and some of them have a weaker taste, and they prefer more salt.
Or you could just, sometimes I think you can leave salt out as well too, right?
If you're in a diet where you don't need salt, you can use a salt alternative, and so you see the tomatoes cooking.
Let's see, let me put it down there.
Yeah. Now with hot sauce, you cannot go wrong when you're making hot sauce. You cannot go wrong. And this is great too if you want to use it for omelet. You can do have another skillet ready, do an omelet, and then you can put these vegetables in there and just do your omelet. That's the perfect way too. And then you can use some of those ingredients to make your omelet, and then leave some there, leave some in the skillet, so you can make your hot sauce, and then you can pour hot sauce over the omelet.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry.
So I used, I'm pouring in some tomato sauce. I used the paste.
Okay.
I just added a little bit of water, stirred it up, and I'm gonna use that here for the sauce. And I'm gonna raise the temperature so it can come to a boiling point, and I'll stir it. It'll make it a little bit thicker. All right.
Yeah, I prefer my salsas to be thicker instead of watery.
Yeah.
I think that's much better.
And if you like cilantro, not too many
Yes.
people like cilantro, but if you're a cilantro fan, like myself and my daughter,
Yes, I love cilantro. Oh.
you can sprinkle some in there. And I just threw a dash, not too much, because you don't want the cilantro flavor to overpower the whole sauce. All right.
But if you're like me, I put cilantro on everything almost.
So, I'm taking a swift of the aroma.
I know, it smells so good. I wish you guys could like scratch and sniff the screen.
I'm gonna add a little bit more jalapeno.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a spoon worth.
Okay, so so good.
And so I'm gonna set this to the side.
Okay.
Let me add a little bit more.
Do you want me to turn on this burner here so we can move it over?
Yes, we can do the nopales there.
We can switch it over to that
You can
side.
see it? Okay.
Yeah, because I think it'd be
All
better
right.
for the screen.
So to make hot sauce, you're gonna saute the onions for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then add your jalapeno, diced jalapeno, and then you can add your garlic. I'm sorry. Do the garlic first, and then the jalapeno,
Okay.
and then you can add your tomato. Okay, so we're done here with this. So we don't want to make it too runny. If you can see this, we don't want to make it too runny because we don't want it flowing off your taco as water because it's too liquidy. So it's a perfect thickness.
Oh my god, it looks so
I don't
good.
know if you can see this. It's a perfect
Yes,
thickness on there.
not too watery at all.
It's not
Just
too
nice.
watery. It's got a good texture. And when you put it on your taco, it's not going to fall off your taco. It's not going to run down your hands
Yes,
or your
okay.
arms. All right.
All right.
So then we're going to get started with the nopales.
All right. Okay, they're over there on the side, just in case. Now we're using, for the sauteing, we're using avocado oil. So it's really good, really healthy, guys. I love it, preferably over any other oil. Avocado oil, I think, is the way to go. So, and it works perfect.
Yeah. And for the nopales, put it all in there. What do you think?
Well, I don't know how much is in.
Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
I think so. Your skill's
we're
big
gonna-
enough.
It was a little bag, but it looks like it's a lot.
I know it does.
Yeah. So I poured the nopales into a hot skillet with some avocado oil. And we're gonna let this stir for a while. And we're gonna stir it up. I know some people like to use coconut oil. And some like to use olive oil. Avocado oil, like in our case, we have avocado oil. Yeah. And besides Crisco and those granola oils, we have that available. Or peanut oil.
Can you guys hear that nice crispy cooking? Woo!
Hearing it sizzling.
Sizzling.
Yeah. So right now I'm letting the nopales
Okay.
cook. We're frying them up now. Okay. They're boiled. They're pre-boiled. Now we're gonna let them fry.
I love that. Pastor's like, cook me some food.
What?
The comment Sister Debbie made. Pastor is like, cook me some food.
Oh, you too. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, my friend.
Love you guys.
Yes. The health benefits of cactus. I hear I have not personally looked up the benefits of cactus, but if you can look up the benefits of cactus, I hear they're very beneficial, that they're very healthy to eat.
Yeah, now I've also heard, and maybe you can correct me, that it's a little bit higher in carbs.
Yeah, it's higher in carbs.
It's higher in carbs, so like me, I'm following more of a keto, low carb diet so I can get healthier and lose some weight and all that good stuff. And so I really shouldn't be eating this, but
I don't know what
I am going to.
the fiber content, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we threw away the bag. Oh no, you can have it.
Yeah. I don't know what the fiber content is, so we're gonna look into it.
Okay, so, well, actually, it's not bad. So this is a brand that we got. We actually found this at Walmart. Now, Walmart's okay, but we went late at night, and I don't really prefer shopping for food at Walmart. But we were able to find this brand. And so let's see, for 1 cup, we're looking at 8 carbs. Oh, it's got 5 dietary fibers. 5 out of 1 cup, it's 8 carbs. So that's not too bad.
How many carbs is it for a cup?
8 grams.
8? Really?
But it has 5 grams of dietary fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I thought it was higher in that.
I thought it was higher too, because I always heard it was so high in
I
carbs.
read somewhere that they had 35 carbs per cup.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hardly ever eat it, because I'm like, oh, but I guess I never.
That's why
Guys, read.
them.
You gotta read, okay?
Okay, cool. Okay, so I fried them enough to where, you know, they're getting fried. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions to this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna add onions, and I'm gonna cook that a little bit. Now, since we're making this with eggs,
Yeah.
you know, we're just gonna add onions and tomato. No garlic, just salt.
Okay.
No seasonings, only salt. A lot of people like to boil the nopales. They'll put onion, oregano, Mexican oregano. They'll put other spices in there while the nopales boil. But I keep mine plain. I don't add any seasoning as they're boiling. Because I like to saute the garlic.
Yeah.
I like to add that as I'm cooking.
And I think it's better to saute them as you're cooking. That way it gets the flavor and it gets all the yummy seasonings and stuff like that inside of it. So it's really good.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got nopales in there. You're sauteing with onion. And what are you going to add? Anything more?
And a little while, I'm going to add the eggs.
Okay.
I'm going to let it sit a little bit more.
So you're going to throw the egg right into that.
Yes.
And let it cook in there.
Yes. I'm going to cook it here in the center. I'm making a hole in the center, and I'm straightening out the nopales to the side. And I'm going to put the eggs in there, let them cook, and then I'm going to mix it all up.
Oh, that's a good, I had not thought about doing that.
Really?
Last time I made them, I put the eggs on the side to cook them, and then I mixed it all together.
Well, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Or you can just throw the eggs on top of them and just mix them in.
Mix them in like that, okay?
It just depends how you like it.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, I'm going to add tomato. So I added about 2 heaping tablespoons of tomato, diced tomato. I'm going to stir that up. Now, some people like to make nopales and eggs, and that's it with salt.
Yeah, just real simple.
Just simple.
Yeah.
But I'm touching mine up a little bit. I'm making them a little bit more interesting. I'm
Yeah.
making them a little bit more more tasteful. It's like eating huevos a la ranchera, you know, with the sauce and everything. But instead of doing that, because I make the sauce on the side, I'm not going to add all those ingredients on my eggs, okay? Because we're going to use the sauce to top it off.
To top it off, exactly, okay.
Because I like spicy chili in my food. I like spiciness. And I'm not adding no chile, nothing like that. Just onions and tomatoes and salt to taste. Okay.
This is so good. I'm so excited because when I ate at the, I want to say tamales. Oh my God, no, nopales, okay? When I did mine, I really loved the flavor, but I was always feeling like something was missing. Like I wasn't getting the full benefit. Well, now I know because I wasn't cooking it right, so.
If you want to move the camera closer to the nopales, I'm gonna move it closer. Let's see.
Yeah, be careful, don't get
Our angle here of the camera is
Yeah, sorry guys, we only have one phone here, so.
So you see how it looks as I'm sauteing?
Yeah.
Okay, the tomatoes cooked. And you can see some of them already browned and everything. So now I'm going to add the eggs.
Let me see if I can bring it a little closer when you add the eggs. Let's see.
How many ounces is the bag of nopales?
It is, I got 2 of them, and it's 12.5 ounces.
I poured the eggs in the center, and I just kind of mixed it in.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
So now we're gonna let it.
So excited. Yay. So now you're gonna let it sit for a little bit, let it start getting cooked.
You don't want to turn it too much, but you don't want to let it go too much that it'll burn on you. So you gotta be careful with that.
Oh, I know, because burnt eggs is not good.
Yeah, burnt eggs is not good. So you can flip it over. And I had to bring my cast iron skillet because eating certain foods in a regular Teflon skillet
does not.
It doesn't taste the same.
No,
for
it
some
doesn't.
reason.
No,
So
cast iron's the way to go.
you just flip it over, okay? Just flip the ingredients over here, and you let it cook.
So good. Oh my God. Wow, Mom, you're making it look so nice.
Thank you. I hope.
Hold on, let me get the camera.
It's gonna taste even more delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, cooking. I'm gonna turn.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
So this is the finished product.
Oh my God, that smells so delicious.
You see this?
I wish we could do scratch and sniff video, but
I know.
it doesn't work.
Just like they do voice messaging.
I
We could do
know.
scent messaging.
I know.
Sense aroma.
I know, scent aroma.
So this is what it looks like, guys.
Oh my
right
God.
there, when it's all done.
Yes.
Okay?
Kind of looks like green beans after you've cooked
Yeah,
them,
it
in a
looks like green
way.
beans.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get a taco ready.
Okay.
And we did have queso fresco,
Yes, we have that.
which is this brand here that we
Very
use
good.
locally.
Very good.
Queso ole. Queso fresco. It's a authentic Mexican crumbling cheese. You can buy this also in the markets.
Yes,
Okay.
very good.
And I did put some in a cup here, in a little measuring cup here, where we're gonna sprinkle on top of the plate. You can sprinkle it on top in your taco, or if you have a plate because you want to skip the tortillas, you can just sprinkle it on top.
Yes.
All right. So Erica, let's see.
All right, so I have a plate here. Let me put this down a little bit. There we go.
That's a little bit too much.
Ooh,
but
that's too much.
it's a little bit too
A little
much.
bit too much. There we go.
There we go. If you want to put some hot sauce in there, let's see where's the spoon for the hot sauce? Right here.
Okay.
Let me hold it for you. And sprinkle some hot sauce, depending how much you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just toss some. Let's see, hold it, please.
I got it. Yeah.
Toss some queso, enough for you.
No, that's good. That's
good.
perfect.
Right there. And then you have that delicious nopale breakfast taco.
Yes.
Or you can just eat it on the plate, leaving out the tortilla altogether.
Yes. Exactly. Or you could also bring in some refried beans, like if you want to have a side of refried beans,
Yes.
or something like that. Perfect. It would taste so good.
Yeah. Add a bacon, if you're cutting carbs, you can put a strip of bacon or 2-3 strips of bacon on the
I
side.
love bacon. Well, there you go, guys. This is nopales with scrambled eggs and salsa. Yummy.
Salsa.
So good.
Yes. So enjoy your, if you make it, enjoy it.
Yes.
And it's healthy for you. It's nopales, we Hispanic people have been using that for generations. And it's good.
It's very good.
And one of the best things is that you can, if you live in the country and there's cactus growing there, you can just nip them, get them there fresh. And I started growing a cactus plant in my backyard.
Yes.
And you know what? But my silly dog, she's only 6 months old, keeps digging it out.
I think she likes the flavor. I'm going with that.
I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
And well, I had to spank her. I took her to the cactus. I said, no, not my cactus plant. Don't pull it out. She'll go around there and she'll dig and she'll pull out my cactus.
Yeah.
And then when I go outside, I see it on there and I'm like, oh my God,
my God.
she dug my cactus plant out.
And she's done it more than once.
And I've already,
Yeah.
she's done that 4 times. And finally she got the message that
Yes.
she's not to mess with my cactus plant.
Yes. I think she likes the flavor. I'm gonna go with that.
Yes.
So, okay guys, well thank you so much for joining us today. We so appreciate it. We love all of you guys and we're so happy. I think I did see a comment from Abigail about homemade tortillas. So that's a good idea.
Yes.
I've actually never made homemade tortillas. You used to make them when
I
I was
used
little.
to make them, but when I was pregnant with my youngest child, I stopped making them because they are a lot of work.
Yes, it's yeah.
So what I do now, I buy pre-pressed raw tortillas, and then you can just bake those. You can just cook them on the grill, and they're just like homemade tortillas. Or you can already buy the ones that are cooked.
Yes.
Some are thicker than others, so I like the Aguilera brand that's local here, and because the tortillas are just thin and they're so delicious. Yeah. I mean, I would say they're like the ones I make, but
well, I think
but I haven't made them in so while.
Well, then I think that's worth a try. So we should try it. I think that's a good idea, Abigail, and I think we're gonna work on that.
Yes.
I think it'd be interesting, and I think a lot of fun. Like I said, I've never made them, and so I would like to see the process myself. So.
Yeah, it's been a while. But if you're interested in eating something close to homemade, buy the pre-pressed raw tortillas that sell them in the grocery store. Some of them are in the freezer section. Buy those and try it, and they'll be like a homemade tortilla. And when you make those, don't the temperature, warm it up slowly and keep it on like a medium heat because you don't want to burn them or anything.
No.
Then they're not fully cooked. So
right.
Keep them on a medium heat or a little bit lower, depending on your temperature.
Yes.
If you're using an electric stove or gas stove.
How are you using it? Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, again, let me show you the finished product one more time. The yummy nopales with scrambled eggs, sauteed in onions, tomatoes, and jalapenos, and garlic. And then we have topped with salsa, basically sauteed with similar ingredients, and we added a diluted tomato paste, right? And then we have seasoning in it, of course, to your taste. And then we topped it with the queso fresco. So, yeah. And these are corn tortillas. So you can definitely do flour if you like. We like it with corn. That's our preference. But you can do it any way you guys want to do it. So.
Yes. So this video is dedicated to the McKinney clan.
Yes. Woo,
love you guys.
Love you guys.
And thank you, everybody. Deborah, Sister McKinney, thank you so much for watching. Abigail and Jessica. And if Jerusha watches, I'm not sure she's logged in.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hi, Jerusha. Also, and
to all the other ladies, I think
to
I saw
all the other ladies.
Mary, Mari, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry.
Mari.
She joined in, and I think I saw Eliana and maybe someone else. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us. If you try it, let me know how it goes, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right. This is Elevated Christian, and we'll see you next time.
God
Bye,
bless you.
guys.
Bye-bye.